Hello, everyone. Thank you for listening to the podcast. If you haven't, check out podbean.com and look up Ritual Disc Flip, or wherever you get your podcasts, look up Ritual Disc Flip, and listen to my most current episode about listening to vinyl, and then listen to me play the second part of a conversation I had with my friend Brian back a couple few years ago. It's really nice music and film conversation. I promise you'll enjoy it. The reason for this video is so that I can show you off the vinyl that I spoke about in the episode itself. Let's start with the bad. Music quality, not bad, but the discovery of a giant scratch on one of my favorite records of all time, Rage Against the Machine's Evil Empire, sounded great until I got to the B-side, where I discovered a scratch that sort of hard to see in this video, but that is okay. You'll just have to take my word for it. Message Planet Score already this morning, and they said it's very rare to get scratches on brand new records, but it does happen. So they are going to either replace or refund. Not sure yet. Second record, Bill Bruford, Master Strokes. It's a compilation of some of his solo stuff and collaborative stuff outside of King Crimson and Yes. Wonderful listen. You should definitely either track down this comp or look for Feels Good to Me, One of a Kind, Gradually Going Tornado, Music for Piano and Drums, or Flags, all of which are solo stuff from Mr. Bill Bruford, one of the absolute masters of his craft. Next, been really getting into jazz fusion lately, starting with one of the giants of said genre, Mahavishnu Orchestra, Birds of Fire. This is their second record. Really nice vinyl here, plays through great. I listened to a lot of these this morning, by the way, because I woke up at like 4 a.m. or something. Mahavishnu, self-titled. This is sort of the start of the second era of the band, where they use a lot of the synth clavier, which is also an instrument that Zappa used towards his death. Really interesting record, plays through great. Maybe not the best starting point for Mahavishnu Orchestra. I would suggest going to earlier records and then making your way towards the later. This is an amazing record. One of my favorites that Portnoy and company have ever been involved with. Flying Colors debut self-titled record. This is a gatefold double record. It's actually the length of a single album, but for higher quality purposes, they make them into two records, and just a very well presented record. I love the album cover. Everybody involved in this record is amazing at what they do, and it's very cool finally hearing this on vinyl. I'd never heard it before on vinyl, and of course I talk a little bit about this on the episode, but there are several versions of that. the Island of the Lost Keyboards, which is available through Neil's various outlets, and also the Raw mix, which was put out through a specific website I don't have handy right now. But if you just look up Flying Colors debut Raw, it should come up. And finally, they didn't talk about this much in the episode, but Death Symbolic, my personal favorite record of theirs. Usually people tend to lean more on the earlier records of theirs, but I like the more progressive side that they reached towards the end of their run, and of Chuck's life, unfortunately. But I mean, just a monster of a record, and this vinyl is really cool. We got the white vinyl, that was a surprise, with full lyric sheet. Gotta love that in metal. I want to know what these dudes are saying. And these classic photos of the band. I love that one of Gene Hoglan. Gene has lots of great stories about working with Chuck, and it's really cool. I don't know why I'm trying to do that on camera. It's really cool to see this resurgence in popularity of Chuck's music, because obviously it's amazing. Certainly worth looking into if you are not in the know. Thank you for watching this vinyl visual elements presentation. That's a really long way of putting that. Subscribe to the podcast, reply on this video, you know, all that fun stuff. Tell me what you think. What should I review soon? Maybe I'm going to cover a record that was 13 years in waiting. Maybe. We'll see if it happens or not. Thanks, everybody. Bye.